Well, good morning. It's Randytbird out here in Arizona, back from the dead. I had pneumonia, thought I had other things, but it turned out not to be true. But this is the first time I've been on the bike for almost 3 weeks, and was really sick, and it really sucked, actually. We had some good weather while I was under the weather, and had some rain and nastiness, and even snow, as you can see looking off in the distance. Snow on the mountains down here in the desert. Pretty amazing. But I am really happy to get back on the bike. This one kind of laid me low. I haven't been this sick in 25 years. Usually I'm a pretty healthy guy, but I don't know what happened. My wife caught something, and then I caught something, and missed some work. Worked from home for a while, which is one of those things you can do, but it's not the same as being there. But finally starting to feel pretty good now. I don't cough my brains out. Still a little breathless at times. I got to hit an inhaler. That pneumonia messes with your lungs, obviously. But anyway, oh nice, somebody's gonna have some fun today. I need to get back out on my quad. I mean, the whole month of January has been a wipeout for me. Anyway, but back on the bike, life is good. The tumblers have been reset, so to speak. Nice day out here in Arizona. Got the winter clouds, the little wispy clouds up in the sky, and desert looks great. And there's 4 peaks up there, which as I go by Red Mountain, and it obscures the view. It got a lot of snow. We got a lot of snow out here, and it's really nice. The snow gets down to this level. It had it all the way down to like 2,200 feet elevation, which is really low. So one of the things that's happened here recently is that Harley released their 2021s, or at least part of them. They didn't release the Pan America or the Custom or the Street Fighter, whatever they were going to do. I know the Pan America's coming out for sure, but they did their virtual thing, which got mixed reviews, mostly on the negative side from the people who viewed it on YouTube. Myself, I watched parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched excerpts from it, and I watched everybody's reviews of it, and it was a very slick production. Not what people were expecting. I know the dealers were disappointed that they had to do a virtual event instead of being able to go to a dealer conference, but you know, that's the way of the world right now, and that's, you know, that's the way it goes. But a lot of people were disappointed that there wasn't any massive changes for Harley Davidson. Well, I've got to say, Harley Davidson is more glacial in changes than it is, you know, exponential, if you want to call it that. They tend to make gradual changes, you know, the old saying, bold new graphics. And some of the changes that were made were pretty good. They eliminated some models that weren't selling. And, you know, it's just, there was things like the FXDR. That apparently was an acquired taste. I never liked it. People didn't like it. The Deluxe, which was so close, it's basically a Heritage with white walls. And chrome, and you can get the Heritage in chrome now. And what else did they discontinue? I guess the 48 was discontinued, maybe. They had originally leaked it that there weren't going to be any CVOs, but then again, that was the first thing that they put out. And CVOs are what they are. If you got a lot of money and you like fancy motorcycles and you don't want to do any of that stuff yourself, then buy a CVO. because it's already done. To me, I like doing the stuff. I like tinkering and changing things around, and the CVO's got all that stuff. They got tremendous paint. Talking about paint, Harley Davidson's paint is awesome. The colors on the Heritage and the Heritage line, and even the Touring line, there's some amazing, beautiful colors that they've done. Some two-tones that are really nice. The new Heritage, not much changes. They did change the tank badging, which I think is really cool, very classic looking. Might even think about doing that myself down the road here, changing out the badging, although I do like the badging on my 20. But the big news for me was the new Street Bob 114, and wow, I think they hit a home run with that. The paint is awesome. That orange color, Fireball orange or whatever that's a Triumph color, whatever orange it is, amazing. There's green if you're into green, if you're not one of those old types that find green on motorcycles to be unlucky. I've never really found that to be myself, but some people still think that way. But it's a cool green, and they've got a white, and I'm not a big fan of white, but I gotta say, with the black and the white is really cool, and it looks really nice, and the graphics that they put on them, I was really tempted to trade in this lovely Heritage on a new Street Bob, but you know, decided against it in the long run. But that thing's got to be a little hot rod. I mean, it's the lightest one in the line, and with that 114, they only raised the price $400 or something like that. So, and for that $400, not only do you get the new graphics, but you also get a pillion seat, which is probably good for sub 100-pounders for, you know, 20 minutes. And you get the pegs, and you get the 114 motor, which is a big deal. Other than that, not a lot of changes, but it really flipped a switch to me. I like that, and if I somehow manage to win the lottery, that's probably in the cards. But right now, I think we're going to stay with the Heritage. And I think part of that issue was that not being on it for 3 weeks, being sick, that I just kind of got bored. I watched a lot of TV and watched a lot of videos. So. The new touring bikes, pretty cool. They've got a lot of new colors and everything. That's nice. Again, Harley's paint is second to none. One of the things that they did that has got some people got the panties in a bunch is they eliminated the hydraulic clutch. Well, having had a 17 Road King with a hydraulic clutch, I can tell you that I prefer the cable clutch. It's more linear in its release and its feel. The hydraulic clutch was either all or nothing. There's no friction point to speak of. I don't know if they could have, you know, tuned that out through valving or whatever, but apparently they chose to go back to the cable, and I think the cable's the way to go. I think they should redesign the switch housing because it looks kind of like it's missing something. But other than that, and I guess the sad news is this is the last year for the Sportster, and it's a classic. It's a classic motorcycle being made since 1957. If you want to go all the way back to 52 to the K model, which wasn't really a Sportster, it was a side valve 750, but same basic architecture. It's a sad thing. I'm almost tempted to buy a Sportster just to say that I've owned another one. I've had like 5 of them over the years and 45 years of riding, and the Sportsters have their charms. Okay, they have their warts as well, but as far as a pure motorcycle, that is what you get. You get a motorcycle. You get 2 wheels, handlebars, and a gas tank, and a seat, and there is nothing more that you can say about them. They're not particularly light anymore. I mean, since they did the rubber mounted frame back in the day, several years ago, 2004, I guess. It's been that long. They gained about 50-60 pounds, and they're not the lightest thing around. They're 550 pounds. I mean, if you go to a Street Bob or a Softail Standard, you're only about 70 pounds heavier for a couple grand more. So a lot of people are going that way. But I still think that it's a shame that the Sportster can't live on. I mean, they still sell them. 883s, I see tons and tons of them. Apparently the street models, the 750 and 500, are still available, but they're not in the catalog. You could order them if that throws your switch. I've found them to be really funny looking motorcycles myself. And then I guess next month we'll get to see the Pan America, and I think it's a weird looking bike, but I hope it does well. Maybe it looks better in the metal than it does on video, but we'll see how that turns out. I hope it's not too expensive. I mean, it's got to be in the $17,000-$18,000 range to be competitive with the established players, Triumph, BMW, Honda, pretty much everybody, you know, KTM. When I was sick, I did a lot of research on watching videos and the like, and there's still just not a whole lot of information on that Pan America yet, so we'll see. Anyway, kind of let me know your thoughts about the new models. Again, people got wound up a little bit on the comments that you know, Harley didn't change anything. Well, you know, how long you've been following Harley, they don't make big changes all that often. I mean, the last big change is the new Softail architecture in 2018, and then of course they redid the road glides in 2015, and of course the Milwaukee 8s in 2017. I mean, I don't know what you want. They're doing lots of stuff here, so you know, I don't know if people are looking for dual clutch transmissions or weird stuff like that, you know. To me, not having a clutch handle up there would just seem really weird. So anyway, a beautiful day out here in Arizona in the desert. Love the looks of the snow on the mountains up there. Those mountains are 7,700 feet elevation. It looks like the snow level's down to maybe 5,000, you know, more or less. I'm really hoping they open the trails out here soon, because of the fires. They shut everything down. It's supposed to not be open until March, and I hope not, because it'll start getting hot again. I really want to get out in the desert on the quad, and these are the trails out here that I wanted to ride. So anyway, this is Randytbird out here in Arizona, back among the living. Yahoo! Hey, I want to give a shout out to My Motorrad. Just started his channel, and his first video was just awesome. It was funny as hell. Good on you, man, and hope you do well. And this is Randytbird out here in Arizona. Make sure you subscribe, like my videos, and share them with a friend, share them with an enemy. I don't care, just share them. We'll talk to you again.